how to code an invoice or an expense from Hubdoc, which would then be synchronized instantaneously with Xero. One of the reasons why we choose Hubdoc as opposed to, say, Receipt Bank or Auto Entry is because it's able to integrate with Xero quite seamlessly. So here you can see the invoice has already been uploaded to Hubdoc. This obviously would have been uploaded either via the app where you take a picture or via the email where you would forward the expense to Hubdoc. Here you can see that a number of elements of the invoice has already been pre-populated, and so what you need to do is just enter the remaining bits of information or the missing bits of information. What we will do is we'll continue with the remaining bits of information that needs to be entered. In terms of the amount, we're quite happy that the correct amount is showing up with the appropriate VAT rate. We will select unpaid because we want to reconcile this for the bank when we put it through to Xero. In terms of destinations, we want this to be pushed to Xero. Now these two selections, auto sync and save configuration. Auto sync will mean that every time the invoice comes in, once you've entered all of the information once, it will automatically push it to Xero every time that comes in. So we prefer not to switch that on unless it's an invoice or a bill that's recurring and it's always the same. So we'll leave this unticked for now. Save configuration, we will tick that, and the reason why we do that is so that it remembers every time whenever Foxglove Studio invoice comes in, it will then automatically be synced with the pre-populated information. So then you'd select awaiting payment. That means that it will go into Xero and onto the accounts payable. You select the contact. So if you don't have Foxglove, for example, you can select a new one. So I will select Foxglove Studio, and this obviously synchronizes automatically with Xero, so it would create this as a contact in Xero as well. I'm going to put advertising and marketing, for example. I'm not going to put a customer here, and I'll just put here rental space for studio. Now bear in mind, if you enter anything in here now, what will happen is next time the invoice comes in, and if it's for a different description, it will retain this information. So what you want to do is just make sure that you check this information every time it comes in. So now I'm going to select publish, and here you can see the state of the publishing. So now it's published. So if I now go to Xero, you should be able to see straight away that it's added in here. And so what you can see is the invoice is here. You can go to Hubdoc to see where it came from, and you can also see the invoice attachment as well. So this is quite useful because obviously everything that's in Hubdoc, i.e. the attachments, will then get pushed to Xero, which is quite useful for information purposes and also when you're reviewing the invoices as well. Thank you very much.